Amy,
Sandy.
it's been a long time.
It's been months.
Like, everyone thinks we're together all the time.
We are not all together all of the time.
I haven't seen you since June? It's September. We do make a lot of attempts to get together, and then we cancel.
Yes, we are both responsible for that.
Every time we cancel.
But it's with good reason.
Yeah.
It's been an interesting summer.
The summer that never was.
Yeah.
RIP summer 2017.
Yeah. Where did you go?
See you later. We have returned.
We have returned.
So I think our little car venting session is all about summer 2017.
Let's recap it. Oh, you're right, because you're right, it was June because we were
Plant 17.
Plant 17. And so now we're
here to recap just how awesome from that day on. It's been just great.
Yeah.
All across the country.
Yeah, all across the country, from coast to coast. People have been in really good moods too, eh?
Twitter's been such a happy, safe
It has
place.
been. I feel
loved,
feel like my
accepted.
bucket. Yes, all of those things.
Even poor Ed Sheeran felt so loved and accepted. He vacated
He did.
freaking Twitter.
Yeah.
Sayonara.
Twitter's been an interesting beast these last few months.
Twitter, you used to be my safe place, away from Facebook.
Why you gotta be so mean?
Why you gotta be so mean?
Mean. Taylor Swift.
Look what you made her do.
Look what you made her do.
Look what you just made her do. I love Taylor. Taylor, don't change
Don't
just
be
because there's
badass.
mean people in the world.
She's just a little dolly. I just want to put her in my pocket.
Don't be mean.
Don't be mean. And
Because we're all a little bit sensitive.
I think so.
Summer 2017.
So 20 summers.
We can't even say the year. It's that traumatic. It needs to be in our rear view.
I'm not going to be very upset to teach. I'm having a hard time with English today, apparently. I am not going to be upset to see 2017 beat it because I'm done.
The weather, I guess, has been our enemy number one.
Right.
It's been, if it's not like flooding somewhere, it's droughting to the point of fires, hurricanes,
tornadoes,
wildfires, floods.
drought.
Is Houston like gone now?
Well,
Is it in the Atlantic Ocean?
it's going to be a long road to recovery
It's
for
horrendous.
Texas. Yeah, it's not great. Some of the most moving visuals that have come out of that tragedy, though, have been farmers moving their livestock, and it's been quite heavy to see that. Those have been some of the most, I think, moving images that have come out. Just how much these farms have been impacted by all of the things that we have no control over. That
And I think it shows how much we care. Farming in the summer of 2017 has been challenging here in Ontario for sure. Eastern Ontario has been disastrous. It's been horrendous for them.
I was when
Muddy.
July. I was in Ottawa.
It
and,
was wet.
It was saturated. It was awful. It rained the 4 days that I was there. It was cold. There's just not the heat units. There's just not a lot of things that are happening. I did an open house last night, and as farmers would come in, they would talk to each other. First question all
Weather.
the time. Weather.
Talk about the weather.
Yeah. It's not like a stupid, boring thing that you talk about because you have nothing else to talk about. It's like a legitimate...
It's just top of the list.
Yeah.
Because it's affecting everything. It doesn't matter if you're a crop farmer, a livestock farmer, a garden farmer. It's affecting everything.
For sure.
Our hearts go out to all of you who have dealt with it. We are not done yet. It is soon into harvest here in Ontario, and we have a long way to go. Not a lot of sun, not a lot of heat.
Not enough.
It's cold. Well, like, I'm afraid of the F word, not the one that I always say,
I know.
but the other one.
They did get up near Chesley. They were frosted.
They did get a frost?
Yeah, their beans are dead. That's really only, an hour and 15 minutes
Too
from
close.
here?
This is the problem with being a farmer. It always feels like we're complaining or being pessimistic, but it's just because
legitimate.
we are always such on the edge. The crops that are out there look okay if we can get them to finish. So it's always kind of a stressor. It's always something that we're thinking about. But we have to talk about some things that we love about summer 2017, not just the negative.
No.
On Twitter, I found a new follower. I think thanks to you. You told me about him.
Dwayne Faber.
Yeah, I didn't even know his first name. Yeah, is it at Faber?
Yeah, D Faber.
At DJ.
No, just favorite.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
He's freaking hilarious.
We love him.
I was gonna actually write down some tweets that were my favorite.
Yeah, I think one of my favorites because Paris Hilton.
Love that one.
I loved that one.
And every Chipotle.
To my banker.
And every Chipotle one. Oh, and the banker. It's just never ending. It's like every day. I don't know how he does it.
I know.
But
It's pretty
I'm
awesome.
not that funny. I think it's friggin' hilarious.
Yeah.
What's some other good things that came out of summer 2017?
There has to be more.
There has to be more than just poor Dwayne. You can't hold it for all of us. What are these? These look like razors.
Yeah, they're like eyebrow shapers.
That's brilliant.
Right? I know.
I have to use like big scissors.
What?
Well, because that's all I have like close by when I think about it.
Oh, Sandy. Will you please take one of those?
Great. I didn't even know there was such a thing. 2017! We gotta
Dwayne
rack
shaver.
up all these good
Yeah.
things.
Let's count our wins.
Favor and eyebrow shaver.
I was going to try to like pull an Oprah Winfrey and start keeping a gratitude journal, just to sort
I
of
tried to do that actually.
just to sort of keep track at the end of the day all
Yeah.
of the things, because I feel like I'm just as guilty of everything is not great and this sucks and try, you know.
It's not been a good summer for you either.
It's not been a great summer for me.
Do you want to talk about why it hasn't been a great summer?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We can talk about it.
We don't have to.
No.
If you want to. It's only the world.
Right.
You know? Yeah?
Yeah. I was thinking earlier when we were here last time and you were talking about, you know, even people that you think
Have their shit together?
have their shit together all the time don't necessarily, and you never really know what's happening with another person or
That's right.
with someone else's family or with, you know, their health or whatever the case may be. And so that it's a pretty good rule of thumb just to not be
Judgy.
judgy and not
And
to
I mean, we're judgy.
we are.
Like, and worse together.
I'm gonna, without getting into like huge detail, I'm gonna say that I learned a huge lesson over the last 6 months. And that lesson is that when someone's marriage ends, and there are children involved in that situation, actually, even regardless of whether there's children involved in it or not, when someone's marriage ends, they are people. They are two people with feelings and a history and, you know, careers or whatever. They have family, they have parents, they have siblings. My point is, it's not okay to think that you reserve the right because you know someone or you know of them or they put themselves out there, so then that makes their life free game without knowing the story. And there's always 3 sides to every story, I kind of like to say, right? Because the truth is usually the one that's in the middle. It's been an interesting half a year.
So how are you getting through?
Well, that's a great question. Wine. No.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's not completely not accurate, actually. Maybe a little bit too much wine sometimes.
Some of us have that and we're still married.
Right.
Maybe that's why we are.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a great question. People always say, you know, in times of like trying times, you find out who your friends are. It's not a cliche. It's absolutely true. You find out who your friends are and you find out fast. As long as you keep filling your bucket, know that you can reach out to them if you need them or if you're just having kind of a crappy day. That is everything. I would hate to be alone dealing with
What you've had
a
to deal with.
massive upheaval
Yeah.
in life. Pushing the reset button at almost 40 is
Scary.
scary.
You can
and
do it.
I've got this.
You've got this.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for asking.
You're welcome. Just power through.
Just power through.
Power through.
Yeah.
And ask for help
And
when you
ask-
need it.
That's right.
And I'm not sure 100% if you do that. So that's up to us to make sure we ask you. Sometimes the people that think they got the shit together are the ones that think that they have to keep people thinking they got their shit together.
Glennon Melton Doyle is an author. She said, when you're going through a divorce, it's like being on an airplane. So when there's turbulence on an airplane, who do you look to make sure that everything's okay, people look to the stewardess, right? So if the stewardess is calm and she's collected and she's got her shit together,
she's holding on to the board,
and everyone else is like, we're gonna die. If the stewardess is calm, you kind of watch for her cues, right? And so my job right now is to just keep handing out the peanuts.
Keep handing out the peanuts.
That's what I'm gonna do. Well, it's actually pretzels because peanut allergies, right?
Yeah. I eat the M&M peanuts on the plane. I'm surprised I'm not kicked off, honestly.
You're on a no-fly list.
Thanks for meeting me today.
Thanks for lunch.
I missed this.
I miss this too.
Everybody out there, find a friend that you can do this stuff with.
It's fun. Hopefully, harvest is really great for everyone. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, everyone.